What is a Wolverine? The Wolverine is like nature's little tank. It belongs to the weasel family, so technically it is related to otters, badgers, and ferrets. But don't let that fool you. They may be small, but they are built tough. Male Wolverines weigh between 25 and 55 pounds. Females a bit less, and they can stretch about 3 feet long, not counting that big bushy tail. Their fur is dark brown with lighter stripes down the sides, kind of like natural racing stripes, which is fitting because when they want to move, they can cover miles of rough terrain without slowing down. Now, before you start picturing a real Wolverine popping out shiny retractable claws like the X-Men hero, let's burst that bubble real quick. Real Wolverines don't have fully retractable claws at all. Their claws are always out, curved, and semi-retractile at best, which is perfect for digging, climbing, and fighting, but definitely not Hollywood-style pop-in, pop-out weapons. They live in the coldest, harshest place like Alaska, Canada, Siberia, and the Scandinavian north. Their fur is frost-resistant, which is why even in brutal sub-zero conditions, they look completely stoic. Despite their reputation of throwing hands, Wolverines are not mindless fighters. Most of the time, they avoid danger whenever they can. When it comes to food, Wolverines play no favorites. If it's edible, they'll find some way to eat it. Snowshoe hares, ground squirrels, birds and their eggs, rodents, they'll hunt it all. But the real secret weapon is their hunting style. They'll pull off an ambush when they can, creeping quietly through snow or brush before pouncing on small prey. If stalking doesn't work, they switch to relentless pursuit. Wolverines can run for miles on their snowshoe-like paws, murring down animals like deer or caribou calves until exhaustion claims them. When they finally catch up, it's pretty much over for them. Wolverines use their claws to grip and their jaws to crush, often going straight for the throat or back of the neck. Wolverines will raid and ransack burrows and dens, digging straight through snow or soil to get at hidden animals. They will yank hibernating rodents right out of the ground or break into a fox den, eating kits and leaving the den completely desolate. They do not just take food, they destroy hiding spots, which can make life harder for the animals that survived the raid. Of course, they are master scavengers too. Wolverines trail behind wolves or lynx, waiting for them to leave a carcass behind. Thanks to their insane bite strength, they can chew through frozen meat and even bones that other predators abandon. This gives them access to meals that would otherwise go to waste. But hunger can make them go crazy. When they are starving, they do not tiptoe around bigger predators. They charge in headlong. Wolverines have been caught storming into carcasses claimed by wolf packs, screaming, clawing, and throwing hands like they have lost their minds. And sometimes it works. Wolves decide it is not worth the trouble, and the Wolverine gets the prize. And when they are cornered, forget about it. They puff up, snarl, and launch themselves at whatever is in front of them. Even if the predator is 10 times their size, the Wolverine fights like it has nothing to lose. If that still doesn't drive the threat away, they pull out their stink bomb, a spray of musk from their scent glands that smells so bad it gave them the nickname Skunk Bear. Wow. Stink and strength. That is a deadly combination. But here is the thing. That wild fighting spirit is both a blessing and a curse. Most animals avoid fights unless they absolutely have to, because one bad injury can mean starvation later. Wolverines did not get that memo, unfortunately. They will throw hands with wolves, lynx, cougars, bears, eagles, and yes, even themselves. They will fight each other over food or territory if such events occur. But sometimes that reckless bravery can backfire. A lone Wolverine can stand up to a single wolf, but against the whole pack, that is usually all she wrote. A cougar can kill one with a surprise attack, and a bear that is not in the mood to back down can easily crush them. Changing gears, for all their ferocity, Wolverines have a softer side when it comes to the family. They live solitary most of the year, but in summer, males and females meet up to mate. Females pull a clever trick called delayed implantation, meaning even though they mate in the summer, the fertilized egg does not start growing until later. That way, the kits are born in late winter or early spring, when survival odds are better. The mother digs a den in deep snow and gives birth to 2 or 3 kits. These babies are born tiny, blind, and covered in fluffy white fur like little snowballs. Their eyes open after about a month, and by 3 months, they are tumbling out of the den, already practicing play fights and learning how to hunt. Mom does the heavy lifting, though sometimes dad may stick around to drop off food. The kits stay with her until about 6 to 9 months before setting off on their own. By 2 years old, they are fully grown and ready to take on the world. Their average wild lifespan is 7 to 12 years, which is crazy considering how recklessly they live. Now for humans. Humans have had a mixed history with Wolverines. Indigenous peoples respected them as symbols of toughness and resourcefulness, often weaving them into legends. Early trappers in North America, however, hated them for raiding trap lines and stealing bait. But even the trappers had to admit the fur was incredible. Unlike most pelts, Wolverine fur does not frost up, even in the coldest weather, which made it the ultimate material for parka hoods and mittens. Today, Wolverines face bigger challenges than trappers. Habitat loss, highways cutting through wilderness, and especially climate change are putting them at risk. They depend on deep snowpacks for their dens, and as winters warm, these snowpacks are shrinking. While they are still considered least concern on the IUCN Red List, populations in the lower 48 US states are so small they are listed as threatened. Canada and Alaska remain strongholds, but even there, conservationists keep a close eye on them. The Wolverine is nature's warrior, proof that you do not have to be big to be mighty. From chasing down prey to standing nose to nose with wolves and bears, it shows us how determination and courage can carry even the smallest fighter through impossible odds. It is one of God's toughest, most fascinating creations, showing us resilience, boldness, and a little bit of wild recklessness. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next video, Lord willing. Take care and Godspeed.